Coming up on this edition of Talk of the Town from OSU Extension, Mr. Clif Little joins us. We will have also Ann Jones and Jan Bennett coming up to talk about the Dickens Street Fair. And of course, what would a month of Talk of the Town be without the lovely Debbie Robinson from the Guernsey County Visitors and Convention Bureau? It's all on this edition of Talk of the Town.
From the U.S. Bank Studios in downtown Cambridge, Ohio, it's Talk of the Town.
And welcome on into a brand new edition of Talk of the Town from the U.S. Bank Studios here in downtown Cambridge. It is Jeremy Scott in the captain's chair, manning the cockpit as it were. And of course, behind the cameras, pushing the buttons, making sure that things go as smoothly as they possibly can. I've got our Mr. Producer Man, Adam Green.
Good morning, sir. How are you?
Good morning, afternoon, and evening, and good night if I don't see you for the rest of the day.
Nice Truman Show
How
reference.
are you, Adam?
Oh, I'm good.
Good.
Yeah, it's a beautiful day out.
It is a beautiful day out, and it's your favorite season as we speak behind us. The fall colors are out among us here in downtown Cambridge, and that's always a fun thing. Another fun thing is all the fall treats you can expect from all the farms, of course, cider and donuts, all the things that I absolutely love about fall. I've got a guy on set with me right now who knows a little something about that kind of thing. Joining me right now from OSU Extension, I have Mr. Clif Little. Always a pleasure to see you, my friend.
My pleasure.
I got to tell you, before we get this thing started, I'm a little disappointed. Last time you were here, you brought us some treats.
I know, I could have did it.
And there are no treats here today. So we got to do better for next time.
Call me and I'll bring in fall next time.
Fantastic. I know that Adam Green and I both will definitely not say no to that.
That's right.
So let's talk a little bit about some of the other things that you have going on between now and the next time that you're here and you do bring us some treats. You have all kinds of stuff on beef quality assurance.
Yeah, what's that, huh?
What is that?
Do you care if anybody has it?
Well, I want to know if my beef is good. I just went and had a prime steak on Sunday.
That's why I ask you, because it's all about what you want, the consumer, right? So what we have now are classes that beef producers are going through because folks like you or others want them to have beef quality assurance certification, some training and things that affect the wholesomeness of that meat. So some markets are requiring it, some aren't. Regardless, we at OSU Extension are offering training courses in that. So we can certify a beef cattle producer that's went through the training. They get a license, if you will. That license is good for 3 years. And we've been putting on courses all summer long and into the fall, and I brought some with me here today.
All right, so when you're talking about certain markets requiring it and some markets not requiring it, do you mean like supermarkets, that kind of thing, places where beef are sold?
I mean large processors of beef, some large retailers of beef. So obviously if you grow beef, if you produce it, you have the right to sell your beef to me, to whoever you want.
Free market, baby.
That's right. And I can say, I'd like you to have some beef quality assurance certification training, or I'd like you to raise that beef all natural. And it's your choice then to raise that beef however you want. You can fit in other words, to whatever market you want. You're the producer. You're in control of that. And nothing's changed in regards to that. But some large retail dealers of beef, some restaurant chains are now saying we want beef quality assurance. And think of it like this, if you know of anybody who's been in 4-H or FFA for the last 2 decades, those kids have been going through quality assurance certification.
That is true.
So all of us know that person or have a relative, that a young one who's went through one of those programs, because thousands of children locally have. And every year we put them through quality assurance training and have been for the last 20 years. So this is like that for adults. So that we have some dates coming up. I know Adam was telling me they posted some of these dates online.
At yourradioplace.com.
That's it. I mean, if you want up-to-date information, that's where you're going to go, right? So we have lots of those dates yet to come, and I'll cover some of those. You can go, incidentally, online at www.bqa.com. You can go online and get certification. It will take you some time. You got to study, take a series of exams, but you can go online at your convenience and get certification or to one of our training dates.
And I have to imagine that just by getting this BQA certificate, you are pretty much opening a lot of doors for yourself to be able to sell your beef to wherever, because like you said, some markets require it, some don't. And hey, if you're somebody who sells to only markets that don't require it, well then whatever. But if you want to open some doors and therefore some more revenue possibilities for yourself, it's a good idea to get it.
That's what we think it'll be for producers. So it's your choice, obviously, but it will open some more doors for you. Whether it would get you more money, I can't tell you that or not, but I can certainly get you certified, and then it's up to you to market your beef.
And it can't hurt anything.
That's right. So what do we have coming up? Well, in October 30th, Washington County will be offering that. Most of the classes I'm going to be going over here will be in the evening, so you can go anywhere you want. Theirs happens to be October 30th, 6:30 p.m. And I want to give you a lot of dates because people's schedules are crazy,
Absolutely.
right? November 13th, Muskingum County Livestock Barn. So here we're broadcasting. A lot of our viewers do market over at Muskingum Livestock. You're welcome to go to that barn, get certified at 7 p.m. on November 13th. December 18th, 7 p.m., same place. Muskingum Livestock Sale Barn, 7 p.m. You can go there. December 13th, we're going to do this at our regional office in Bell Valley for Noble and Guernsey County, and anyone else who wants to come. That'll be at 6 p.m. Or go online. So those are just a few coming up. Go to yourradioplace.com, go to guernsey.osu.edu, click on our events tab there, and you can find out more about these classes.
And I know that at your office you have a lot of this information. You also have some other little pamphlets on some other pieces of information too. And we have a couple of minutes left. Why don't you share with us what all you have?
Well, you know, it's fall, and we were going to do something on fall produce like you thought we might want to do, right? Well, other things you can do. Do you know what that is?
I don't, but you have the bag upside down, so why don't you turn it right side up and let Adam zoom in, or not?
It doesn't matter. The bag's the bag, right? I can hold upside down, sideways. It's still a bag.
That's right, it is.
And it's related to agriculture. Anybody know what that is? Well, this is a soil sampling bag.
Soil sample bag.
And fall, you wanted a theme with fall? Soil sampling's the theme. Go do it. Yard, garden, field, fall, get a soil sample kit from our office, sample it so next growing season you're ready to grow.
So when you're talking about a soil sample, Cliff, are you talking about something that will show you how much pH is in it, how much acidity, that kind of thing? Hey, listen, environmental science back in junior year of high school, it did me well, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, man.
Wow. I can't believe I just pulled that out of nowhere, Cliff.
Hey, you did a great job.
Blind squirrel finds a nut every now and then, and you are witnesses to history, ladies and gentlemen. You just watched this blind squirrel find a nut right here on this show.
Right.
Cliff, if anybody is interested in picking up one of those bags, where can they do so?
Do it at our extension office. We're in Old Washington. Stop by our office anytime, pick up your kit.
And again, remind people of your website.
Go to guernsey.osu.edu.
Tell you all kinds of great information, folks. All of you who are agriculturalists by trade or maybe just by hobby, the Guernsey County OSU Extension Office absolutely has something for you. He is Clif Little, and it's always a pleasure to see you. Next time, I hope to see some cider donuts and whatever else you'd like to bring us.
You got it.
My man. It is Jeremy Scott. We'll be back with more Talk of the Town right here on YRP TV.
Talk of the Town will be right back.
Learning Jungle on Main Street, formerly Main Street School Supply, is located in downtown Cambridge, just west of the courthouse on Wheeling Avenue. They have a huge selection full of educational resources and toys that teach as well as entertain. They feature a large inventory of gifts for children of all ages, and you just have to check out their selection of stuffed animals, puppets, games, and so much more. The Learning Jungle on Main Street, downtown Cambridge, has layaway for your convenience and is the area's only specialty toy store. A world of knowledge is waiting for you at their front door.
The Old Country Loft in Byesville is full of quality country primitives and a whole lot more. Ruth Dixon and her crew bring you the things you need to decorate your home with country charm and warmth. The Old Country Loft, corner of Main and Glass Avenue, Byesville.
Cambridge is more than just a town. This is our home.
Supporting downtown Cambridge means shopping at the places we love with the people we love.
For the stuff we can't get anywhere else.
Food that tastes like home.
And personal service from people who know your name.
The money we spend here will keep our town growing.
Let's all shop small for our town.
The home we love.
And the uniqueness that makes Cambridge
a great place to live, work, and play.
Check out Talk of the Town on Facebook. Go to facebook.com/YRPTV and be sure to subscribe.
Welcome back to Talk of the Town, live to tape from the U.S. Bank Studios here in downtown Cambridge. It is Jeremy Scott. Folks, don't forget you can check out all past episodes of Talk of the Town on our YouTube channel, YRPTV. Whether you want to go back and watch the very last one we did, whether you want to go back and watch the very first one that Perry Baranich did, not the one I did, but Perry Baranich. Hey, listen, Adam Green would love it if you went and you gave him some hits on his stuff. Adam Green likes to be hit on. Folks, very fun things happening in downtown Cambridge as a part of fall. You know, First Friday, it's been such a big success with Cambridge Main Street, and I do believe the event we're about to talk about ties right in with that very thing. Joining me right now, ladies and gentlemen, here to talk about the upcoming Dickens Street Fair, I have Ann Jones with me. And I have Jan Bennett. Good to see Ann and Jan right here on Talk of the Town. Now, Jan, you are representing Cambridge Main Street, so let's talk a little bit about this. Obviously, First Friday, it's been a huge success all year long. We're hoping to keep it rolling in downtown Cambridge for the First Friday event coming up in November.
Absolutely, and we are partnering with Dickens Victorian Village for this particular First Friday, and we promise you a fun-filled evening in downtown Cambridge. There are going to be a lot of activities going on between the hours of 5 and 7, and you can actually listen to strolling carolers. You can watch a puppeteer at Penny Court. His name is Dean Bowl, and you can meet his friend Chester.
Oh, wow.
And there may be some interaction with the crowd.
That sounds like fun.
Across the street at CPAC, there could be some children performing some scenes from upcoming performances that they're going to be doing.
A little bit of a sneak preview.
A little bit, yes. And there'll be a strolling magician. Which should be really a lot of fun.
Did I hear something about guys on stilts too?
Yes, I was getting to that.
Okay, but I'm sorry, that just excites me so much. I had to steal your fire on that
I
one.
know the giant stilt walkers are going to be walking the streets downtown. There'll be some vendors out, and actually Cambridge Main Street will be selling 2 items in front of Country Bits. One is our new ornament.
Oh, how cool is that?
Hold that right there, Jan. I'll get a shot.
There is a picture of the courthouse, yes, and this was made by our local glass company, Mosser Glass,
of course.
And they sell for $12. If you are not purchasing one on Friday, you can purchase one from the Main Street office in the County Administration Building or from Country Bits. The other item we are selling, and have been, is a new addition to our tile collection.
Oh, how cool is that?
This is actually taken from a painting by Julie Boutwell, who is a local artist from Cambridge.
Awesome.
And it's been selling really, really well.
That would function as a really nice drink coaster.
It does. It absolutely does. And one more thing before I turn this over to Ann, I need to remind folks who are going to participate in the Christmas parade, November 24th. The deadline for registering is approaching, and the deadline is November 9th at 4:30. Late registration, there's a fee of $50.
So if you register ahead of the deadline, you don't have to pay anything?
As far as I know.
Okay. Well, I was asking, so registration is free as long as you get it in before the deadline?
There is one. There is. Okay.
I think there might be.
There may be, and I'm sorry I don't know that answer. I just know that there's a late fee of $50.
Well, I know that the Cambridge Main Street has a very active Facebook page, so if you go there, ladies and gentlemen, you could probably find all the information.
Absolutely, absolutely. So you can download the forms or just stop in the Cambridge Main Street office and register.
Jan, I need to ask you, she mentioned the strolling carolers. I'm sorry, Ann. She's Jan, you're Ann. I'm sorry, with names that rhyme, it can get a little bit, confusing. Things are very easily confusing for me. I wanted to ask about the strollers. First of all, the strolling carolers. Who are they? Who are the performers?
They will probably be portions of the Cambridge Singers.
Okay.
And they have a graciously agreed to not only provide some entertainment with our official opening ceremony at the courthouse. They're going to come early, and they're actually going to give a little presentation near McKenna's and around 6:30. But before that, they'll be strolling up and down the streets.
Okay.
So we might even have a few urchins running around handing out things, just like in the Dickens day.
How neat. Yeah, I was going to say, it seems to me like when I think about something like this, I have a vision in my head of what this is going to look like. And when I think of everything that's going to be going on, the guys on the stilts, the magicians, the strolling carolers, it does bring to mind something from the Puritan days.
And we're going to have a town crier telling you, all right, the magician is now at Penny Court, or the magicians now at Country Bits, and the Cambridge Singers will be singing at 6:30. So he's going to be walking up and down the streets yelling and shouting out all the events as they come about.
And I'm sure the town crier has some very good pipes to be able to project
exactly
whoever that town crier may be.
And we then, after the Victorian Street Fair, we are going to all go up, hopefully the crowd will go up to the Cambridge courthouse, and there we'll have our actual opening ceremony, and our dignitaries will give a short brief welcome. We'll have the Brooks Singers singing. Might be a little late there. They have Meadowbrook's in the playoffs,
right?
So they're having a pep rally that night. So then we're going to have the Cambridge Singers at the very end. We're going to have a couple presentations that I think Debbie Robinson will be telling you about shortly. We're going to have a best hometown presentation from Ohio Magazine, and the Secretary of State, a representative from the Secretary of State is going to come down and do an accommodation for us. So at the very end, we will have our first, well, we had it years ago, we're bringing it back, candle lighting ceremony.
Oh, wow.
And the candle lighting ceremony hopefully will end the show, and then the grand opening of the beautiful AVC Communications light show will be the end of that.
And don't forget, Ann, you're at a new location this year.
Oh, that's right. I have that on there. Thank you. we have our new visitor center is at 647 Wheeling Avenue, and we have a beautiful guide this year. You can get it and see it online if you can't pick one up at the visitor center at DickensVictorianVillage.com.
It's going to be a fun time in downtown Cambridge, Friday, November 2nd. Ann Jones, thank you so much for coming up. Jan Bennett, always a pleasure to see you as well. We'll be back with more Talk of the Town right here on YRP TV.
Talk of the Town will be right back. Bundy Law Funeral Home has worked since 1924 to earn the confidence of the families they have served and continue their commitment to the community. They offer a complete range of quality services, from funerals to cremation, and honor all faiths and customs. The staff at Bundy Law understands you need to know all the available options to make the right decisions for your family. A price list is available upon request, and they invite your comparisons. You will make the right choice when you choose Bundy Law Funeral Home.
Cambridge is more than just a town. This is our home.
Supporting downtown Cambridge means shopping at the places we love with the people we love.
For the stuff we can't get anywhere else.
Food that tastes like home.
And personal service from people who know your name.
The money we spend here will keep our town growing.
Let's all shop small for our town.
The home we love.
And the uniqueness that makes Cambridge
a great place to live, work, and play.
U.S. Bank is the 5th largest bank in the country, and while being recognized nationally for their strength and stability, they continue to provide hometown service. At U.S. Bank, they provide a variety of products and services for your consumer and small business needs, such as free checking with internet banking, loans and lines of credit, and free financial planning services. At U.S. Bank, they're proud to support the growth and development of their communities by helping local business owners achieve success.
For a show schedule of upcoming guests and to watch past episodes, go to yourradioplace.com.
Back here at Talk of the Town, I did want to clarify one thing, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, if you get registered for that Christmas parade downtown ahead of the deadline, it is $60 per entry. But if you're a nonprofit, there is a nice little discount for you, $25. So if you are a nonprofit, again, ladies and gentlemen, that's a very nice thing. Make sure you get that done before the deadline, because if you don't, it will be, I believe, $50 extra. So you want to make sure that you do that if at all possible. Speaking of that parade, that is one of many awesome things that we have in our downtown, and one of the things that the Guernsey County Visitors and Convention Bureau really prides itself on. But like I said, there are so many, and I wouldn't be very remiss if I tried to remember all those things myself, and that is why I have the one who makes it run at the Guernsey County Visitors and Convention Bureau. I have got the lovely Debbie Robinson. Debbie, pleasure to see you.
Thank you.
And another thing that you have to pride yourself on, the Ohio Magazine. We have been named one of the best hometowns in the state.
And actually, this is our second time being named one of the best hometowns. In 2010, we were also named best hometown.
I'll be darned.
Yes.
Right, aren't we?
Yes,
we certainly are. Well, you actually have the magazine where we were named the best hometown right there.
Yeah,
there you go. Zoom in on
is.
that, Adam. Yeah, there you go. That's a really nice picture. I tell you, that courthouse right there, and you've got somebody walking his dog there right in front of the courthouse. That just kind of is Cambridge in a nutshell right there.
And I would be remiss if I didn't say this is my neighbor Mitch Howell and his dog Zeppelin.
Okay, well, there you go.
They're very excited to be on the front cover.
You kind of had a built-in model there, didn't you? A couple of built-in models.
Well, I'll tell you, Ohio Magazine, when they contacted us and told us we had been chosen, they decided on the shots that they wanted, the photos that they wanted to represent our community, and they said, find someone with a dog. Well, I just happened to know someone. So cool. Mitch and Zeppelin, it was that exactly. I think they've already framed the front cover, he and his wife, for the dog. But
put it in the dog cave.
How this happened was Ohio Magazine contacted us this summer. As a past recipient, they were revisiting some of those communities. So 2 of the staff members came out to the editors, and Ashley McManaway, our communications manager, kind of gave them a tour of the community. They met with Mayor Orr. They saw Salt Fork State Park, of course, our downtown. They ate at several restaurants. So from their visit, what they saw and what they felt as far as community presence, our culture, our historic value, and quality of life for our citizens, we were chosen once again.
Well, that is a big feather in the cap. So congratulations to you. I mean, I know that it benefits all of us, but you in particular being the one who makes it run down there at the Visitors and Convention Bureau, that just has to make you feel so good.
Well, it does, but it does truly. I know we're talking about Dickens Victorian Village and how the award will be presented, but it truly does take a village, and it's the community and the ambassadors and the volunteers that make this happen. We just get the joy and the privilege of promoting it.
Now, there is actually an article that accompanies this very photo that you see on the front cover. Now, when you open it up, we're kind of centerfold, baby. Kennedy's Bakery as the centerfold.
Downtown Cambridge.
My bakery is the centerfold. So I'll tell you what, if you want to pick that up, if people would like to see a copy of this, maybe buy one so that they can read that for themselves, do you have it available at the Bureau?
Actually, it's going to be available at the Dickens Visitor Center at 647 Wheeling Avenue starting on Friday when the kickoff takes place.
All right.
And I do need to say that, yes, there's Kennedy's Bakery in this. They did a wonderful interview with Patty Kennedy, and she speaks about the community, and she does just a great job.
She does.
There's also a nice information about Dickens Victorian Village and some of the events that take place. So we are all through this magazine. So we're very happy, and we will receive an award on Friday night as part of the kickoff event and ceremony for Dickens Victorian Village.
Very, very neat. And let's talk a little bit more about some of the things that are going to be happening downtown. Obviously, Dickens, whenever somebody thinks of Cambridge in the wintertime, they think about the Dickens statues and so on and so forth, but they also think about the big Christmas parade, which we were alluding to at the top of the segment, which we alluded to last segment as well. I know that you are going to be a big part of the parade this year.
Yes, I have been invited by Cambridge Main Street to come back after a 2-year hiatus and help to announce the parade. I've done it for 18 years, and I think I know someone who's going to do it with me.
You know, the crazy thing about this is this person who you're referring to has been mentioned among people, but has never formally been asked. So if you are on the Main Street board and you haven't formally asked the person you want to help co-host this with.
I'm on the Main Street board elect. Will you please do our parade?
All right, you're seeing it right now. Yes, I accept the invitation. Thank you, Adam Green, for being the one to finally step up and not just, you know, say, hey, you know, you're announcing it right now. So I'm really looking forward to that. You and I are going to have a lot of fun doing that. This parade always gets a lot of attention. There are always a lot of participants in this parade. I have a feeling this year is going to be one of the biggest and best ever.
Yes, and the weather will be perfect. Always.
Because you say so.
Yes, because the VCB says so. We always take care of the good weather. The good weather. We'll blame someone else if it's bad weather, but we look forward to doing it on the 24th of November. It is a tradition. It's been going on for many years, and it's an opportunity for our community to shine. And afterwards, we'll have Candyland sponsored by our friends at Jurassic Park Education Center.
What exactly is Candyland for people who have never been down for it?
Well, Candyland is an opportunity for children who want to see Santa Claus. We're going to actually have two lines, one who just want the candy, and the second line will be children who want the candy and see Santa.
Who wouldn't want to do both? That's what I want to know.
Some children just want the candy.
Well, you know.
I was always shy, believe it or not.
That is a real thing.
I was always shy. I never wanted to sit on his lap.
When were you ever shy, Debbie? That's what I want to know.
When I was little. But people can donate candy toward that who are in the parade, and it started for safety reasons. Years ago, we would throw candy from the floats, and the children would gather around, and for safety reasons, we ask that if they want to still give out candy, that they do it through Candyland.
Well, and the other thing about that, too, whenever you throw it, it becomes a free-for-all, and then some kids are left out, some kids get more than others, and they're little people. They all deserve a shot at the candy.
That's right. That's right. Cambridge Main Street does a fabulous job putting on this parade, and we're just happy to be a part of it.
Absolutely.
Welcome.
We are looking forward to it.
We're happy to have you.
My co-host, Debbie Robinson, or maybe I'm her co-host. She's been a part of it longer than I have. And of course, we'll have Adam Green manning the cameras, too. And what time does that all get underway on the 24th?
It kicks off at 5 p.m. with the Courthouse Light Show to follow.
We can't wait. It's going to be so much fun, ladies and gentlemen. That parade is going to be something you will not want to miss. So make sure that you, if at all possible, can make it down for that. Clear your calendar. If you had plans, move them to the next day or do them the day before, because you're going to want to be a part of that parade, even just as a spectator. Debbie Robinson, hey, the time always just flies on by, doesn't it?
It sure does.
I can't wait till next month when we have you back on the show.
I look forward to it.
It is Jeremy Scott, and we'll be back to wrap up Talk of the Town right here on LIRP TV.
Talk of the Town will be right back.
Learning Jungle on Main Street, formerly Main Street School Supply, is located in downtown Cambridge, just west of the courthouse on Wheeling Avenue. They have a huge selection full of educational resources and toys that teach as well as entertain. They feature a large inventory of gifts for children of all ages, and you just have to check out their selection of stuffed animals, puppets, games, and so much more. The Learning Jungle on Main Street, downtown Cambridge, has layaway for your convenience and is the area's only specialty toy store. A world of knowledge is waiting for you at their front door. U.S. Bank is the 5th largest bank in the country, and while being recognized nationally for their strength and stability, they continue to provide hometown service. At U.S. Bank, they provide a variety of products and services for your consumer and small business needs, such as free checking with internet banking, loans and lines of credit, and free financial planning services. At U.S. Bank, they're proud to support the growth and development of their communities by helping local business owners achieve success.
Bundy Law Funeral Home has worked since 1924 to earn the confidence of the families they have served and continue their commitment to the community. They offer a complete range of quality services, from funerals to cremation, and honor all faiths and customs. The staff at Bundy Law understands you need to know all the available options to make the right decisions for your family. A price list is available upon request, and they invite your comparisons. You will make the right choice when you choose Bundy Law Funeral Home.
Thanks again to all my guests on this edition of Talk of the Town. From OSU Extension, Clif Little. Definitely check out all the information they have to offer. Talking about the Dickens Street Fair, of course, we had Ann Jones from the Dickens Victorian Village, as well as Jan Bennett from Cambridge Main Street. Appreciate those ladies coming on. And of course, from the Guernsey County Visitors and Convention Bureau, Debbie Robinson. Go down there and check out some of the stuff they have. And speaking of the Dickens Victorian Village, go check out Ohio Magazine with Cambridge very prominently featured in it. Folks, yes indeed, it is awesome. Football playoffs, high school football playoffs, we have got our broadcast schedule on our website, yourradioplace.com. And oh yeah, by the way, basketball season right around the bend as well. Check out that schedule as well at yourradioplace.com. For our Mr. Producer Man, Adam Green, I am Jeremy Scott saying, have yourself a fantastic day, night, or otherwise.